Hi there, it's me, Mark Sebastian, founder of Option Pit, and this is the Vol Report reminder. This is for education purposes only. Shouldn't be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Hey, we've emailed out a couple of times our next webinar. It's going to be Monday. Originally going to be tomorrow, but that would be up against the NCAA tournament, and I think that's a mistake if I want people to come. So it is going to be on Monday at 9 Eastern time. So we're looking forward to seeing everybody. And it's going to be on weekly options. It's going to be really, really good. All right, let's get down to business. Here we are. The market's been flailing again. Yesterday, the strongest index was the Russell 2000. Today, it appears to be the weakest. The NASDAQ was up pretty big pre-market. It's now soft. The Dow is soft. The S&P is soft. VIX is up a little bit. VIX futures are down a little bit. They continue to be soft. We continue to not see, it's really weird, we continue to not see a lot of fear out of this sell-off. We were down 23 points at one point yesterday. We had a big turnaround the day before. So where we ended up down. So it's kind of been interesting watching the way paper is moving today. China apparently is what the issue is. There's worries about a trade war, probably unfounded. We've slapped tariffs on China before, and they have not caused problems, but who knows? Apple is down. The move on the Qs yesterday was phenomenal. The two-day chart, let me pull up a two-day here. Where we opened all-time high, we've moved $3 lower from the high. $3 lower. That's a nice aggressive move. It really is. And yet, not a lot of juice out of VXN. It went up a little bit yesterday, but really not that much. It's still only about 19 after being way higher. But I would point, the NDX is now down, the Dow is down, the RUT is down. So they're going to try and sell it this morning. I'll be interested to see whether it gets bought. You now have, the Russell made such a great move. Was really the leader. Didn't sell off. And, so way away. But the S&P is kind of right on top of its 50-day moving average again. We're only a couple of bucks away. I've got the 50-day, 27.45. So not that far. We could touch there. But you can see the general pattern is starting to move up, not down. Higher highs, lower lows. So we may be spinning our way out of this mess, but it just may be taking longer than I think people expected. So many people are used to the V-bounce. We didn't get that this time. There was a real vol event. But yeah, pay attention to Apple. That's really been the leader of kind of how the NDX has moved. If that starts to go green, the whole market's going to get pulled with it. They've been kind of the leader of everything. Oil is strong today. CVX looking better, ExxonMobil looking better. The financials are up a little bit. So you're seeing some positives out of that. Nothing crazy, but you are seeing some positives. We have a Goldman trade that, has a little play to it now. I have some adjusting to do. Square. So they got a big upgrade today. This is one we've been watching. We had a inexpensive cheapy call spread, the 54.55 that we had legged into that we're going to leg out of on the open. That was a nice little spread we got there, folks, that we paid what amounts to nothing for. We like getting something for nothing. And in this case, that's kind of what we got. So, today, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I think that we're oscillating. If you can get the Russell Green, which closed red, and you can get Apple Green, we will be green for the rest of the day. But I don't know if that's in the cars. The market has certainly been on an oscillation lower. Now, we did have a really violent move on Friday, which could be kind of also assisting in driving those things. Keep an eye on Hasbro and on Mattel. These are ones we're watching because of Toys R Us. We're very sad about Toys R Us going out of business. We don't want to grow up because we wanted to be Toys R Us kids, and now it looks like a generation will not get to be. But I think, as it progresses today, we could, watch the S&P, the high on the day today was the open at about 27.74. We're about $5 off. See if we get a pop higher. If we do, the move we get between now and about 10 o'clock Central are really what's going to drive things. One other note, while we've got daylight savings time now, that adjusts when Europe closes. Europe has been certainly an area where market performance has changed. That's now at 12:30 Eastern, not 11:30 Eastern. So the change in time zones is important. But yeah, keep an eye. Vol futures really underperforming any fear yesterday. They've been hypersensitive, and then yesterday just super dull. Makes my gut think that anything we get is going to be resolved in the next day or two out of the NDX, but I could be wrong. It could just be a pump fake, but feels like they do want to push vol lower. That's just my gut. All right, folks, if you got questions, you can email me, mark@optionpit.com, or you can call me 888-TRADE-01. Have a great morning.